Hey, what's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're gonna go over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, January 6th. Welcome 2021, guys. This is officially our first watch list video of 2021. We actually made it through successful 52 weeks in 2020 doing this watch list video, and we plan to continue it for 2021. Excited to have the following that we gained, and excited to meet some of you guys throughout last year, and now super excited to see what 2021 has to come. Big shout out to my sniper team today. You guys were crushing it in the chat room. We had another big day, and we were actually in a stock overnight, so we'll make sure we dive into that stock right away. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome, guys. Every single Tuesday night, we go over our watch list, which is 3 to 5 hot penny stocks that we're watching for potential play tomorrow. Before I dive in, I want to give another shout out to the sniper team for all the support that you guys gave us through 2020. Our team has grown to over 200 snipers, and there's been some of you guys who've actually been with us from the beginning. You guys have really been a big piece of this puzzle, and I see a lot of you guys are actually catching on and getting some consistency, so that's exciting to see. And let's go ahead, let's set some goals for 2021, and let's see what we can do together, guys. We finished 2020, the last month, the month of December, with $8,000 in profit. Alright, so we set the goal, we set the standards pretty high, and remember, guys, we're just going in with $3,000, $4,000 positions. We have started off 2021 actually pretty good with the first 2 days coming off with some green wins, especially today with that dip buy. We got a $500+ win on that dip buy. Shout out to all the snipers that bagged that with us. Alright, now let's go ahead and let's dive into the watch list for tomorrow, which again is Wednesday, January 6th. On the left side is our watch list, and on the right side is TD Ameritrade's Think or Swim. As you can see for tonight, we just have 3 stocks. We list the stocks and then the pattern, because we really only play 4 patterns. So we list what pattern it is, and then we dive into the stock. So the first stock we're going to talk about is MRMD. That's MariMed Inc. This is actually an OTC cannabis stock, and this is actually the stock we're in overnight. So let's talk about why we got in and what we're looking for tomorrow. MRMD, they came out with news announcing that they'll be presenting at a cannabis event on January 7th this morning. So it got a little bit of hype. It's a slower moving cannabis stock, and it broke over that multi-month resistance of 57. So you can see that's that clear multi-month resistance here. It actually looks like it topped out back here as well at 57. And today, it actually broke through that at 110, and then it held that spot into power hour. So we were really watching it since it was holding that into power hour. It also had good volume compared to the average. We were patient until mid power hour, and at 321 we went ahead and bought 10k shares at 58 with the 57 cut. So now let's dive into the 1 day 1 minute. So check this out. This is when it first initially broke 57, and look, it kind of was just hanging above it, and then this is right where we got in into power hour. This thing was holding for the first 20 minutes of power hour, then it started to get a little bit of a volume perk, so we went ahead and slapped it here. And as you can see, after we got in, it actually pushed all the way up to 61.5. It did get a dip, but it held that 57 spot solid and very nicely, and then it got another little push into the close. We actually have a little cushion going in overnight. We do like that it reinforced that 57 support, so that is for sure a cut. But what we're looking for tomorrow is a gap up, because this one held that 57 throughout the day, had good volume, and it closed right above, and it closed right around that high of day of 61.5. So for us, what we're looking for is ideally this one gaps above that 61.5 resistance and then gets a push, and we could sell into that morning push for our 15% that we're looking for. The next stock on our list, DMGGF. This is actually a Bitcoin play, and we're watching it because it started as a first green day, and then the first green day became a breakout, as you can see, and another one with an impressive move in power hour. So let's talk about this one a little bit. Look at this. This is actually now at 52-week highs and closing at the all-time high of the day, looking like a very strong close with record volume for the year. So let's talk about it. DMGGF, DMG Blockchain Solutions, is a Bitcoin play, and it's its first big green day after they announced this morning. They came out with news announcing that they're partnering with the listed company Mara to make the first cooperative mining pool. Okay, so pretty interesting news, especially after Bitcoin has made a push all the way to 34,000 today. So it's riding that hype as well. As you can see, the last time Bitcoin really got a push, look at this run on DMGGF, and this is why we really like to watch it, is because it, you know, closed this day at 25, and then the next 2 days stock was all the way up to 70 cents. So it's showing that it has great potential. Push to the 52-week highs after it broke the high of day in power hour. Look at this chart. Look at that. After it broke that high of day of 66, it really ripped towards the end of the day, and that's what we love. You know, to the snipers who picked this one up off the sniper scope, sniper bow, sniper hunt, great job. You are in a great position for tomorrow. All right, we would have been interested if this thing came back down after it broke the high of day, but it never gave us a good enough dip. This thing just took off. So congrats to the snipes who grabbed this. You guys are in a great position. You know, this stock closing at the high of day and Bitcoin closing just under 34, but now in after hours it's actually over 34,000. This is looking like a good sign for a gap up for you guys. So very, very nice move, snipers, and just a really nice one to watch. You know, a stock going up 99% in the day. You gotta love the OTC markets. A lot of it happening in that key time when it was on the sniper scope and breaking the high of day in power hour. So congrats guys who took care of it. Let's see if Bitcoin is going up again tomorrow. Let's see if this could get a gap up and a push, and if this does, it'll push all the little Bitcoin stocks like BTCS, BSTC. We'll be watching those if this one really runs, because it could end up working with the other smaller Bitcoin plays, the sympathy plays. And then last but not least, guys, VRYYF, the Very Good Food Company Inc. We have this one on the watch list because this is another first green day. You know, it has a history of gap ups in the past. This one got a 7% push after it made a new high a day in power hour. So similar to DMGGF, when it broke that high over here, it got, you know, a pretty good push, a pretty good 7% cushion. Big shout out to the snipers who did grab it. I see a couple people in the chat did grab it. Very strong close, so it looks like it's gonna gap up. For now, for us, we're just watching it, but again, good to see, you know, one of those first green days. Good to see the pattern lining up. We just missed it, actually. We were right here at 540, but it just kept going up. So we didn't take this one overnight. If this one does get the gap up and a big sell-off tomorrow, we'd actually be interested to see, you know, if this one could come down to the low fives right down here, where it's had support down here at 5, for a potential dip buy. You know, if it does come down that deep. I don't think it will, but we'll see, you know. But for the snipers who did grab this, I see you guys have a nice little cushion, a nice little simple first green day, and this is looking like for a potential single gap up tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. Nice to see the movement in the OTC again today. Alright guys, so that wraps it up for tonight. For the watch this video, I hope you guys picked up some good tickers. Hope you guys picked up some good tips. If you guys like what we got going on, subscribe to the YouTube. Send us any comments if you have any tickers that you want to talk about. Also, if you like the way we trade, you like our style of trading, check out our website. We actually have a community of snipers, and you can come check out what we do day in and day out. And that's at www.thestocksnipers.com. We got some big news coming out there on the website this month, so be on the lookout. To my sniper gang, big shout out as always. We will see you guys tomorrow for Webinar Wednesday. Much love. See you everyone.